A baby reaches for a glowing phone on the nightstand. But what if that baby were a prehistoric human raised today? Picture a Stone Age infant here, surrounded by cribs and screens. The answer changes everything we assumed makes us modern. Genetically, a baby from 40,000 years ago is remarkably close to us. Raised now, that child would read, speak, and swipe phones normally. But something inside would stay stubbornly, invisibly ancient. Because our biology never actually left the Stone Age behind. This little body is a machine tuned for danger and scarcity. Anthropologists study modern hunter-gatherers to glimpse how ancient humans really lived. A small band gathers around a fire, sharing stories in the dark. The child's stress response still fires for saber-tooths that vanished long ago. Now that same alarm fires at emails, traffic, and buzzing notifications. But it gets stranger when you watch what this child eats. A body built for rare, wild honey now drowns in endless sweetness. Researchers found our craving for sugar and fat once meant survival, but in abundance, that instinct quietly turns against the child's own body. So is the hunger you feel tonight a ghost from the Ice Age? Now consider sleep, where the body still obeys a vanished sun. An ancient hormone, melatonin, reads the darkness and signals rest. But bright screens at night trick that brain into thinking it's daytime. In 1992, psychiatrist Thomas Wehr placed people in 14 hours of darkness each night for weeks. People naturally split sleep into two halves, awake for hours between. That two-part sleep still lives in the child, fighting our rigid nights. So the child wakes at 3 a.m., anxious, obeying something ancient. But what came next is even weirder in how this child learns. This brain evolved to memorize landscapes and animal tracks, not written words. Yet raised with books, the child rewires that same brain to read. Scientists found reading hijacks a visual region built for something far older. Literacy physically reshapes brain areas once tuned for hunting and foraging. So the mind turns modern while the body stays entirely prehistoric. Now look closer, because that ancient brain expects a small tribe of faces. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar found we can only truly know about 150 people, but the child scrolls past thousands of strangers every single day. So it feels lonely in a crowd, counting faces, not followers. Warm around a tiny fire, then lost inside a vast, indifferent city. But it gets stranger, because this body still expects constant movement. Ancient humans walked miles tracking game. The child now sits for hours. Stillness itself is foreign to a body shaped by millions of years of motion. So is your restlessness at a desk your ancient self begging to move? Now think of childhood, once learned by watching, playing, and imitating adults. But this child sits in classrooms, learning through instruction, not exploration. And that ancient brain learns best by doing, not by sitting still. But that's only half the story. Because look at what it fears. Instinct primes fear of snakes, spiders, and the dark, not cars or outlets. Researchers found we learn ancient dangers far faster than deadly modern ones. So the child fears the wrong things, calm before what truly kills today. Now return to its chemistry, a reward system built for effort and scarcity. Dopamine once rewarded the hunt. Now it rewards endless scrolling. A brain built for rare wins meets infinite instant hits. So is the child addicted or just ancient and exploited? Now zoom out, because this child is every one of us. We never stopped being Stone Age humans. The world changed around us. And that mismatch quietly explains our anxiety, obesity, insomnia, and loneliness. But that's only half the story, because this wiring is our strength. Curiosity, storytelling, and cooperation are the gifts that built everything. The child wonders, invents, and connects, creating the very modern world. The prehistoric child and the modern child were never different people. Raising a prehistoric human is what every parent already does. Now watch that baby reach for the phone with an ancient hand. That tiny Stone Age body rests in a glowing modern room. The baby in your old photos carried a mind older than history. So how much of who you are was written before civilization began? The ancient and the modern, resting in one small hand. We are all prehistoric children, still learning to live in a world we built.